Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lee, and as you can see, I'm back here at the movies. I'm about to step into a late night screening of Nobody. Nobody is an action slash revenge film in the vein of John Wick. It was actually written by the writer of the John Wick trilogy and produced by one of the producers of John Wick 2. So just from those credentials alone, I think I'm going to be in for a pretty good action experience tonight. It stars Bob Odenkirk too as the main character. Bob Odenkirk is just a phenomenal actor in my opinion. You guys would know Bob Odenkirk as Saul from Breaking Bad, or Saul from the TV show Better Call Saul. When you would talk to most people about Breaking Bad, they would tell you their favorite episode is either Ozymandias or Felina, or one of the later episodes in the two seasons. However, for me, I love Bob Odenkirk so much in the role of Saul that my favorite episode of Breaking Bad was in season 2 when we're first introduced to Saul in the episode called Better Call Saul. So I'm expecting quite a lot from this actor. It seems like he's got the comedy down too. From the trailer, it seems like there's a lot of tongue-in-cheek, quirky kind of comedy. But we'll see how it pulls off when I actually see the film. Also, the runtime only is an hour and 30 minutes, so I think I'm in for a pretty tight action experience instead of being dragged out over 2 hours. I'm all for a 90-minute experience if it means the pacing and the execution is on point. Also, from what I can tell, judging by the trailers, the action looks awesome. It's none of this like shaky cam, handheld, quick edits, quick cuts action. It seems to be a lot of still camera work and a lot of long takes, so I can actually tell what's going on instead of being lost in the confusion of quick cuts where you can't see what's going on and can't tell what just happened. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm about to walk into the cinema now. I'll talk to you about my final thoughts after I see the movie. Catch you guys later. Just out of the cinema, guys, and I'm one happy cinema goer tonight. It's been a while since we've had an action movie that good. I had an absolute blast while I was in the cinema just then. The action is executed really well. It's top notch. I would compare the action to movies like The Equalizer and John Wick. In fact, I think some of the action is better than those movies, which in my opinion is pretty high because I think they're at the top of the bar when it comes to action movies. Also, surprisingly, the comedy is excellent in this movie. When the jokes land, they're so funny. I was surprised how much I actually laughed in this movie. The balance between action and comedy is perfect. Excellent movie. I had a blast. I'm going to go home, get my thoughts together, and talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey everyone, here are my final thoughts of the movie. I've actually got quite a lot of positives to get into. I'll lead it off first by saying the direction is excellent. Director Ilnay Nashar here gets some really good performances out of the actors. He also does a good job of balancing action with comedy, and when the comedy leans into the action, it's done superbly. Also here, the direction of the action itself is brilliant. Just so you guys can grasp how good the action is, there are 3 times when I laugh out loud in cinemas. The first is when I see an extremely funny comedy, I'll laugh out loud. The second being when I see an extremely scary horror movie, for some reason I start laughing out loud. And the third being when I see crazy balls to the wall action, I'll start laughing out loud in cinemas. I laughed out loud in every action scene in this movie. It's so balls to the walls crazy, and the comedy is executed great. Another positive of the movie is Bob Odenkirk's portrayal of this character and how this character is written. This character is a retired hitman who is living a boring suburban dad life nowadays. You can see he's obviously given up some kind of life of a hitman, and he's tried to be something that he wanted to be, but he hates it. You can tell he hates it. He hates his life. Everyone he interacts with looks down upon him. You can tell that even some of these people he interacts with hate him. Even his own family seems to hate him, except for his daughter, which leads the film off. But that payoff is quite good. So yeah, his acting, the way the character's written and portrayed is just brilliant. Which leads me into the one negative of the movie. While the main character is brilliant, the villain or the antagonist of this movie is the polar opposite of Bob Odenkirk's character. This villain was very two-dimensional. His dialogue was, I don't want to say awful, but it was quite bad. Also, his betrayal and the actor in the role, I don't know, it just didn't mesh very well. Maybe that's because the character was written poorly, so the actor didn't have much to work with. But yeah, the villain or antagonist is the weakest part of the film. I'll get back into the positives now, though. The pacing is excellent. As I said at the start, it's only a 1 hour and 30-minute film. Basically, there's only 10 minutes or 15 minutes of character introductions, so we can see where all the characters are in this film, and then we're right into the action. Actually, one of the cool things about the first action scene is we're teased with action as an audience, and even the main character is teased by that action about to happen. It doesn't happen, but then it pays off like 1 minute later with the first awesome fight scene. This fight scene went on for a very long time. It's a little bit handheld and like with the camera work, but also with fists. Just brilliant. It's a great way to kick off the film. Also, as I said, the comedy is really good in this movie. The funniest joke of this whole film, I think, is when the main character is looking for therapy from people, but he just can't seem to get the therapeutic release that he's looking for. It happens all through the film. It's great. Also, you guys might know this from the trailer. I'm not going to spoil it because I didn't know it, but there is a surprise cameo by an actor. Now, Bob Odenkirk is talking to an old friend on the phone during the movie. If you guys know who the voice is, like I could tell who it was just from the voice alone after the third phone call. You'll know who it is, but even when you do know who it is, once he comes into the final scene, once he does come into the film, the payoff is just brilliant. I had a big grin on my face. He's an awesome actor. He does some cool stuff in this movie. Also, the soundtrack and the music that is in this film is perfectly balanced with the moods and the action scenes. It's great. And the final ending, not the final ending, like the final action scene of the movie that goes on for quite a while is just brilliant. I think it's one of the best action endings I've ever seen in a film. It really sticks the landing. This film, it like nails everything and then it sticks the landing too. It's just so good. Once we get the ending, there's hints of a sequel, which I hope we get. I think it's setting up like maybe a trilogy. I'm begging and praying right now that this movie is a success, so we do get parts 2 and parts 3. It's hinted at. Also, speaking of the ending, guys, stick around. There is a mid-credits scene during the movie, so don't walk out straight away. It's quite funny. Also, it's just a brilliant movie. I only had the one negative, which was the antagonist. Apart from that, everything was at an extremely high level. So here's my final recommendation for the movie. If you guys have still got the chance to see it in cinemas, go and see it in the cinemas immediately. In Korea, it's just been released like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I know in the US it's coming to the end. I'm not sure about Australia, but if you've got the chance to see Nobody in the cinemas, see it in like one of the biggest cinemas you can. If not, watch this movie at home tonight. As soon as you finish watching this video, go and buy Nobody, rent it out. It's an excellent movie. Pop some popcorn, crack a beer, and I hope you guys have a superb time like I did tonight. Thank you guys for making it this far in the video. I'm just overwhelmed with how good the first 2 videos have gone. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And those that have subscribed or that are about to subscribe, please hit the like button. And also, you guys know I love talking to you guys in the comments. I love discussing the movie with you. If you guys have seen it and there's something you want to discuss, please type a comment to me. I'll type you back. I love talking film in comments, just like I'm doing right now. Thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. I think my next video is going to be the finale of Winter Soldier. I'll see you then.